Kenya and Tanzania have shared a complex relationship since their independence in 1961, Tanzania, and 1963, Kenya. While they are close neighbors with deep cultural ties, their history is marked by a love-hate dynamic driven by different political ideologies and economic competition. Below is a year-by-year timeline of the major disputes and turning points in their relationship. The ideological Cold War, 1960s-1970s. In the early years, the dispute was primarily ideological. Kenya, under Jomo Kenyatta, embraced capitalism, while Tanzania, under Julius Nyerere, adopted ujamaa socialism. 1965, Tanzania withdrew from the East African Currency Board, leading to the collapse of the common East African shilling. 1967, despite tensions, they formed the first East African Community, EAC, but the different economic systems made cooperation difficult. 1974, Kenya accused Tanzania of undermining trade with Zambia. Kenya closed several border posts in response. 1977, the Great Rift, the first EAC collapsed completely. Tanzania closed its border with Kenya for 6 years. Diplomatic relations were suspended, and assets of the EAC, like East African Airways, were seized or split contentiously. Reconciliation and rebirth, 1980s-2000s. 1983. After years of silence, the border was officially reopened, and diplomatic ties were restored following a meeting between Presidents Daniel Arap Moi and Julius Nyerere. 1999-2000. The two nations, along with Uganda, signed a treaty to re-establish the EAC, signaling a new era of cooperation. The modern trade wars, 2010s, present. In the last decade, disputes have shifted from ideology to tit-for-tat, trade protectionism and competition for regional dominance. 2016. A major rift occurred over the Standard Gauge Railway, SGR, and oil pipelines. Tanzania competed with Kenya to win the route for Uganda's oil, eventually winning the deal, which soured relations. 2017. The Chickens Row, Tanzanian authorities seized and burned 6,400 live chicks imported from Kenya, claiming they feared bird flu. Livestock seizure. Tanzania auctioned off over 1,000 cattle belonging to Kenyan herders who crossed the border. Trade bans. Kenya banned Tanzanian gas and wheat. Tanzania retaliated by banning Kenyan milk and cigarettes. 2020, the COVID-19 dispute, the border became a flashpoint during the pandemic. Kenya blocked Tanzanian truck drivers due to COVID concerns. Tanzania retaliated by banning Kenya Airways from its airspace for several months. 2024 aviation crisis. In January, Tanzania suspended all Kenya Airways flights to Dar es Salaam after Kenya refused to grant Air Tanzania rights to operate cargo flights to Nairobi. The matter was resolved within days through urgent diplomacy. 2025 current tensions. Trade ban. In July, Tanzania announced a ban on foreigners, specifically impacting Kenyans, from engaging in 15 categories of small and medium businesses. Election fallout. Following the October 2025 Tanzanian